with another video. I know I haven't been posting in like some months, not on this channel. I recently posted a video on my last channel. What was it? It was like a vlog, I guess. I don't know what to call it, but I posted it. If you want to go check it out, I'll leave the link to the description. I'll leave the link in the description down below. Okay, so I'm about to try to get back consistent with the videos. You know, I've really been trying to deal with school. School been like stressing me out to the max. But today I'm coming with a story time, and I hope this video come out right, because every time I film a video, like I be like, okay, I'm gonna film this video, I got it all planned out in my head, and then like over the video it don't come out right. But before we start, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow my social medias. I'm gonna have them probably on the screen. If it's not on the screen, it's gonna be definitely in the description below. So let's get straight into this video. So as y'all read by the title, this story time is gonna be about how I got exposed. It wasn't no real wild stuff, but it was yeah. So y'all know I gotta give y'all a backstory on how the whole thing happened. So let's go back. This is old. This is not no recent story. Thank God. This video, this story time, it happened back in 2019. You know, back in the good days. Back in 2019, around April. I don't know if it was the ending of April or the beginning. It was like probably like the middle of April. And let me tell y'all how long this whole thing went on. It went on for so long. But y'all, I'm gonna say all that, you know, once we get deep into the story. Okay, so let's travel back to 2019, you know, refresh my memory. So hold on, before I really start, if there's noise in the background, please ignore it. Thank you. But let's go back. It's 2019. So it was this boy I was talking to. What should we name him? I want to say his real name so bad, but I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna name him dang, I don't even know the name to give the boy. We're gonna name him Tim. That's the only name I have in my head right now for whatever reason. Okay, so me and Tim was talking for like a few months. Not even a few months. We was talking for like 1 month, 2 months. Actually, we were talking for a few months. We were talking from like January all the way until this point. So we talking, you know, everything was good with us. And at this time, it's still like this kind of, but I had gotten in trouble because of my grades and stuff. So I had got my phone took for like a month, I believe. It was like a month. I mean, you know, we still together, but of course, I'm pretty sure he was doing him the whole time. So I get my phone back, you know, we back texting, all that type of stuff. So, you know, I get my phone back and I don't know how to act. I'm like, oh yeah. You know, I was outside again, you know, because of my grades, I got punished and I got my phone took. So I couldn't go outside. Couldn't have my phone, had to be in the house. But the crazy part about it is the whole time I was on punishment, I was actually having fun. Like, I wasn't bored. I found things to do to occupy myself. Like, if I can go back, I will go back. Like, it was a cool little time for me. So I'm back outside, you know, back doing me. And it was little stuff that I seen. Like, I had his password, he had my password. So I got my phone back, you know, I'm back in his account. Of course, I'm going through the messages because, you know, I just want to see, okay, was he being loyal? Blah, blah, blah. I go to this video. I'm like, okay, it's cool. But it was one thing. It was some girl in there that he was texting. And his friend, they was like flirting and stuff. So I'm like, yeah, you remember what happened in the hallway? I want you to do that again. I'm like, what happened in the hallway? Like, what's going on for real? So I screenshotted it and I sent it to him. I was like, what is this? He talking about some, no, it's not like that, blah, blah, blah. That's not, I think he was like, that's not me, something like that. And then his friend was like, his friend has passwords too. So he was like, nah, chill out, that wasn't him, that was me. They was lying, I know they was lying. But at the time, I'm young, about dumb. So I'm like, oh, okay, believe them. So, you know, time go by, we still cool. And this is when everything went downhill. I got on live one day, and somebody that went to his school that he was cool with, I don't know if they was friends, I don't know like what the relations between them was, but they was cool, and they knew each other basically. They went to the same school. They, I guess, had conversations before. It was a boy. They had conversations before. None of that. I said none of that. All that type of stuff. So I'm like, I didn't know that though. I'm like, okay. Then once I started looking, I'm like, I think they had like a picture together. I was like, oh, he know him. So I'm like, okay, they cool. So why can't I be cool with him? So he was basically in my live. The friend joined the live. We can call him friend. The friend joined the live, and he was like, what's up? All that. What's your name? New friends. All that. So I'm like, yeah, text me. Blah, blah, blah. And somehow, some way, because the boy never like texted me right away. It took him some time to text me. Some way, somehow, Tim found out that the boy asked me to be his friend or whatever. So now he's mad, and he was just like, you could tell when somebody got a problem about something. So he was texting me all dry. He was like, the mood was very off. I'm like, what's going on? Like, why is this boy acting like this? What is wrong with him? So finally the boy texted me. He said new friends again. Like, I didn't just answer when on live. I was like, yeah. So at that point, Tim is openly mad because he see, like I said, he got my password. He see what's going on. I'm like, okay, but you have my password. Why would I sit there and be like, why would I sit there and entertain somebody in that way, as of like flirting, knowing you got the password? Make it make sense. So he was like, I forgot how, like, I don't remember what he said. I don't have the messages no more. That was on my old phone. I didn't went through like 3 phones year after year. I got a new phone. So he mad all that. And he stopped texting back. So I think I screenshotted the message, because I did screenshot a lot of stuff. At this time, I had a Finsta, and like my Finsta was real messy. I still got the Finsta, but I don't be messy like how it used to be. So I was being messy, you know. I think I had posted. I be posting the messages and stuff. So what had happened? I just seen a screenshot. He was coming. I was like, what you mad about? What's wrong? This, that, and the third. He would not tell me. So he stopped. I think he had stopped texting back. He had said something. Then he stopped texting back after this. So I'm like, okay, he's just mad right now. I still ain't really know what it was about until like after the fact. So I'm like, okay, he's just mad right now. I'm gonna let time go by, and then I'm gonna text him. I let like 2 hours, maybe like an hour go by. And I texted him, I was like, you still mad at me? Question mark. He never answered my message, but he was posting on Instagram, all that. I'm like, oh, okay. So for whatever reason, he had posted his messages. Like, say for instance, I just go to my message and I posted like that. He went to my messages and he posted, sent my message. He went to his messages, screenshotted it, and then posted it. And I think he was like text or something like that. And I seen my number, not my name. He had my number saved, not my name, my number. I'm like, oh, so that's what we doing. I'm like, okay, cool. Y'all have ran to my Finsta. Like, when I say ran to my Finsta, I ran to my Finsta. I think I got one of the screenshots. I was like, oh, we unsaving numbers, we doing this, we doing that. I was like, oh, okay, it's cool. Oh yeah, I was like, we unsaving numbers, we not texting back. Okay, I know where I stand, I know how to move now. I'm gonna have the screenshots all that on the screen because I went and looked for these screenshots real bad. So I'm put them joints in the video. So I'm like, okay, cool. So at this point, I'm saying all this stuff on my face. Like I'm going on and on, paragraphs after paragraphs. I'm just going off. He just saying anything. I don't have the stuff that he was saying, but he was definitely talking too. So I was like, okay, like it's cool. We unsaving numbers. I'm like, I'm back on my stuff, you know, back to doing me. I'm not worried about no nigga. I'm not worried about no this. I'm not worried about none of that. So time go by. I'm still like, when I say I was talking on my Finsta all day, like I was going off all day. But at this point, he still ain't say we broke up. I'm just like, okay, we unsaving numbers, we not sexting back, cool. I never said I was single or nothing like that, and he never said he was either. But once I realized, I'm like, okay, I guess we is done. He not texting back. I'm not about to chase no nigga. What I look like? Do I look like a dumb bitch? No. So I'm like, I'm not about to chase him. If he's, I'm like, okay, that's what we doing, that's what we doing. So I went to my Finsta again. I was like, never again why I go with a bitch made nigga. That's why I only do hood niggas. Like, that's so embarrassing. But I answered that. And after that, I think everything just went downhill from there. After I said that, his friend had commented in. His friend was like, now he a bitch tough, the little thumbs up emoji. And I'm gonna put the screenshot so y'all can see what I said. And I was just like, I said what I said, like, let's go. And I think after that, I wrote this long little paragraph after. I was just like, forget everything I said earlier. I ain't mean none of that. I was just talking, I was mad, blah, 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 blah. I meant what I said, but at the time, you know. And then after that, I'm still being loyal to this boy because at this point, like, yeah, I realized what he was on. But I didn't think, okay, he breaking up with me because he never said nothing, you know. We not breaking up until you say, okay, I don't want to be with you no more, blah, blah. He never said nothing. He just stopped texting back, which was weird because I feel like you should say something. Because I feel like you should say something. So I'm like, okay, you know, it's cool. It's whatever. Forget it. Next day, like, I was so mad that day. Wait, before we go to the next day, I was so mad that day that I had to call my friend. I was like, I think I called her. If I didn't call her, I texted her. I'm like, but I'm telling her what happened. I'm telling her he's mad about me and a boy texting because he wanted to be my friend, all this type of stuff. And then I'm like, let's go. I was like, come outside. Like, at the time, we live around the same neighborhood. She lived across the street. So it was so easy for me to just come outside. And I was like, come outside. She came outside. We met up in like the middle. Because when I say she lived across the street, she lived across the street. But she lived like across the street at the end of the street. And I lived across the street at the end. So I'm like, meet me by the bus stop. Come out. We about to walk around. We about to talk about this. So we went outside. It was so cold, y'all. But we didn't even care. We went outside. We walked around and they put a few times basically talking about the situation. You know, she just telling me, just forget him, blah, 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 do you, this, that, and the third. Regular information, because we still be saying that to each other. So I'm like, yeah, you right. And then after that, we went back in the house, and then we was texting again. So I'm like, okay. At this point, I'm not even tripping, because now I got the niggas back. So I'm texting, I'm entertaining all these different people now, because, you know, I still be on. So I'm like, okay, I'm about to do me like I said. I'm texting all these different people. I'm like, okay, it's late at this point. It's about 1 o'clock. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to sleep. Next morning, I never get up in the morning, so I don't even know I said next morning. Next day, around like 1, I had told my friend to come outside again. we can give her real name. I'm like, J-Love, come to my house. I asked my mother, could she come in? My mother was like, yeah, she can come in, blah, blah, blah. So, we in my house. And you know, when you with your friends, you trying to plan where to go. We really wanted to leave out and go somewhere, but we couldn't find nowhere to go, so we was just in the house the whole day. So, you know, you with your friends, y'all at each other's house, y'all on live, all that. That's what we was on. We was on live. Why this boy decide he want to join my live with all his friends, all his little female friends, sisters. You gotta quote the sisters because it's always sisters. No, don't even be them sisters. They don't even be the person's sister for real. The sisters, the friends. I'm like, why you got all these people in my live? He on a live trying to be funny, like, oh, I was drunk that night when I text her. She not cute, this, that, and the third. Trying to be funny, like, now is I'm not cute, all this. The messages show otherwise. But we ain't gonna talk about that. So I'm like, okay, and I'm just in there laughing because I don't really even care. And back then, y'all know the little City Girl song from they nigga. I had played that song on the live trying to be funny. He's talking about some, oh, I like this song, what's the name? So I'm like, boy, get on my live. Like, but that whole night, that whole day, going on to the night, he was on Instagram talking about me. Just worried about me. Like, boy, nobody even worried about me. Okay, man, my business, having fun. You sitting here on Instagram talking about me. What type of bitch nigga shit is that? Like, for real. So I'm like, okay, whatever. At that point, I didn't care about him, nothing he was doing. I let it go. And then, you know, days went by, nothing was going on. It was quiet. But then the challenges started coming out. And I decided that I wanted to do one. I forgot which one it was. I did one of the challenges though. I'm gonna put it in there. I can't put the sound because I'm not trying to get copyrighted. But I'm gonna put the challenge in here. And I put his Instagram name in it on the part where it was like, start watching my page, something like that, because he kept watching me after that. So I put his Instagram in it, and he was still following my Insta. Well, no, he wasn't even following it, but he kept, however, I don't know how. I don't know if he had somebody watching me for him. I don't know what it was, but he kept seeing my post on my Insta, and when I posted the video, he seen it. So he was seeing my posts, however. I'm like, okay, so this is when he decided that okay, I don't even care. Get closer. So this is when he decided he wanted to go post a picture. You know, I was like 14. I feel like I was 14. Yeah, I was like 14. So, you know, at that age, you just doing anything anyway for most people. So I had sent him a trap. And that was before you know, all that stuff happened. You know, I'm trusting you. We supposed to be like this. So I sent it. I trusted him to not post it or none of that. I don't know what, but I trusted him. Because as soon as we fell out and all that, and I made the video and put his Instagram in it, he posted the picture trying to be funny. But the thing is, I wasn't even mad because, like, boy, there's something I could post on my own. This is nothing. I'm gonna put it in here. I'm gonna cover it up though because it's still like, still not something that should be on YouTube, like, you know. So I'm not gonna show the picture, but I'm gonna show the post because I got a screenshot of that too. But I was like, wow, you posted. At this point, I'm like, okay, wait. Let's pause. Rewind it back because I'm moving too fast. So once the video was, I said not the video, it's a picture. Once the picture was posted, I'm like, oh wow, okay. Because he had sent me stuff too, so I posted the video he sent me on my story. I was like, you want to be funny? Let's be funny. With laughing emojis. And then he replied to it. He started laughing. He had some girl reply to it. She was like, this not my brother. Stop playing with my brother. This, that, and the third. And then, so some other people replied to him was like, what, that's not even him. I'm like, so what you telling me is he got a video of another boy in his phone and decided he wanted to send it to me? That sounds so gay, but okay. So I deleted it because I ain't really dumb and ain't nobody about to try to laugh me out. So I'm like, okay, picture up, picture is up. This boy kept it on his page. And of course at the time I didn't want my picture on his page. So I was reporting it. It would not delete for nothing. So I'm like, whatever. Then eventually he deleted it, but he tried to make it his profile picture. So I'm like, childish and champ, like, go ahead somewhere with that. I'm like, it's whatever. Like, I couldn't even care no more. So I posted it. I screenshotted it and I posted it on my Insta. I was like, you posting something that I could post myself. Okay. Like, I was not understanding. I'm like, I could really post this myself. And I posted it myself. It was just like, and after that, it was just like ongoing arguments. I had to put it all in there. I had eventually got my best friend involved, my boy best friend, because it's like, it's endless boys against one girl. What can I do about that? So I got my best friend involved. He basically was, I don't know if they argued, whatever happened, but they was arguing, I think. And I'm like, they like, oh, we want to fight your best friend. What's up with your best friend? Where he at? Drop the location, this, that, and the third. I'm like, go ahead somewhere. Like, I'm not about to let my best friend fight y'all. Y'all crazy. So I was just like, just ignore them. Just leave it alone. Just leave the whole situation, you know, like, just let it go. So after that, I was still talking about it on my Insta as I should. I kept bringing it. I put the situation up, I think, again. I made another video and I put them in it. I put all the messages, his Instagram, all that in there. So he went and wrote a whole speech about me. So I went back to my Insta, reposted what he said, and I said what I had to say. He was arguing with me in the comments, trying to talk about my son, go get your grades up for your mother, take your phone again. Every time I get into an argument with anybody, they always try to bring up my gap. It's like, okay, I can get braces, I can get my teeth fixed anytime I want. Like, stop bringing up the same stuff because it's old. What can I do about it? I mean, I can do stuff about it, but like, it's chat. We keep bringing it up. Like, I can't get it fixed. But okay. But he kept bringing all that type of stuff. I'm like, it is what it is, you know. Wasn't tripping. Then, y'all, when I say we argued, like, we was arguing under the comments. And he kept getting his friends involved. And then, I just happened to go, what's the name? I happened to go watch one of his friend's story. One little time. One time. Because my friend was like, he just says, I'm watching his story. So I went to go look. Then the friend comes and texts me. Just had anything, like, I was like, bro. It was really annoying, but let me tell you, he had my views going up. Like, at the time, I was only getting, like, 60, 70 views. He had my stuff, like, up hundreds, 200s, all that. And I'm like, you ain't doing nothing but giving me clout, sweetie. I feel like these kids is loud. I don't want to close the window up because it's kind of hot. Okay. So his friends kept texting me, trying to be funny. I'm going to put the messages in here. They was just throwing me off like bad. One of his friends was like, we should have a group chat and talk about this. I'm like, talk about what? It's nothing to talk about. I don't want to fix nothing. We're just going to leave it at what it is and move on. Like, was you serious? So at that point, at that point, his friends texting me and all that. I'm just over it. I'm like, okay, I'm done with the whole situation. Y'all can go ahead and do y'all. I'm gonna do me. And I started talking to somebody else. You know, I'm letting the situation go. Like, they kept bringing it up. And then he's gonna talk about something. And yeah, because you keep making YouTube videos about me. Y'all, I promise y'all, I never made one video about that boy. I was like, but the YouTube videos you talking about, we never made no YouTube videos about you. We never even mentioned you in our stuff. Like, what? But it was whatever, because, you know, it is what it is. But he really kept, like, bringing up. And I never seen a boy that act like a little girl like that ever in my life. But I didn't care after a certain point. Like, he had all his friends in my views. All you seen was follow on the side. I'm gonna show y'all the screenshot for all of it. And it was just a whole lot. And then that's what he tried to, when the little speech, he was like, I played her, she's delusional, this, that, and the third. I'm like, I'm delusional. I stopped bringing the situation up a whole month ago. You come back bringing up the same thing. It's just attention you want. Like, what is it? I was not understanding what the problem was and what was wrong. Like, what's wrong for real? Y'all, this story probably all over the place because I'm trying to like remember what happened exactly in what order it happened. I feel like some of the stuff I said before it actually happened is probably out of order, but that's basically what happened. We got into an argument over, I'm gonna sum the story up. We basically got into an argument over a boy asking me to be his friend. I said yes. Then he got mad. We stopped talking. Then I put him in my little challenges like twice. He got mad. He kept watching me from some high page, seeing it, and he posted a picture. I wasn't mad because, for one, we didn't go to the same school, so nobody at my school or in my area, period, ever even seen the picture. So it was like, okay, I was good. Nobody was, ooh, your pictures got dropped, blah, blah, blah. It was none of that. Nobody seen it but people at his school and his little friends. The picture wasn't even showing nothing, so I didn't really even care for about that. I left the situation out and moved on with life. And now here I am. And now, but 2 years later, me and him, I'm not gonna say we're cool because we don't speak, but we're not beefing no more. We follow each other again. He tried to talk to me again, but I was not going for that. Like, you think I'm gonna talk to you after you did that? I couldn't trust you. You showed me I can't trust you. You think I'm gonna talk to you again? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. But that's the end of this video because I cannot remember nothing else that happened after that. The screenshots is going to speak for itself. I'm gonna have all the screenshots in there. They're going to speak for itself, and yeah. Pretty much that's the end of this video. You know, like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to definitely have more story time coming. I'm going to do more up-to-date ones, like stuff that happened recently. Because, you know, those are still in my head. You know, I'm going to do them how I remember them. I think the next one I'm going to do is probably like the time I snuck out. Something like that. But trust me, I got videos coming. I'm going to film one tomorrow. I'm going to do another story time tomorrow. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Like I just said, like, comment, subscribe, follow my social medias.